news of 11 hour. What the VVD said about Turkey in Europe, terrorist suspects arrested. Then we will give you the latest sport news, some healthy news, and of course Ebru will present Startup.
Hi, nice that you're watching Startup. As we all know, the latest star, Miley Cyrus, has changed her look totally, from sweet to sex, drugs and rock and roll. The old star Hannah Montana is now getting married with TV and movie star Liam Hemsworth. The two met each other a few years ago on set during the movie The Lost Song. The couple is already engaged, but they don't have a date for the wedding yet. Another movie that is coming up is the Twilight Saga Breaking Down Part 2. The premiere of this movie was on September 28th and had already more than 200,000 views on the date itself. But the love story of Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson is not so secret anymore. They are now back together again and have no shame to be seen. If Rob can forgive her, we all can. Okay. And finally, the 8 years of Harry Potter are now over. Star Daniel Radcliffe and co-stars Emma Watson and Rupert Grint still see each other very often. In fact, Emma said, "I do miss the filming because it had been my home for more than 8 years. But I will have a long and lasting great experience." The movie, which is final, had more than 500,000 views on the day itself and is heading up to 1.5 billion euros. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 is now available on our website. If you want to see more, go to www.staritup.uk. And later tonight, we have the Fashion Police and we talk about our dead Dallas star Larry Hagman. Stay tuned.
Hello everyone. There have been no progression in the report about Turkey, said Verheijen. They think everyone should stop the accession aid. The VVD thinks that Turkey gets too much money. They think Europe have enough problems to solve for themselves. The extremist Muslim Merah shot in March in Montauban and Toulouse in southern France 3 soldiers, 3 Jewish students and a rabbi death. The suspect was shot by a police team. Merah was already known at the police. Eva is in Paris now. Eva, Merah is probably a member of an Al-Qaeda network. Do you know if they can prove anything?
Well, we know that they certainly cannot prove that Merah is a member of the Al-Qaeda network. So it is all still very uncertain.
And there was another man who was arrested. What will happen to him?
That isn't sure either. We know that Merah has been arrested in Albi and that there was another arrest of a person who worked together with Merah. That's because Merah's brother had told the French press that his brother had supporters. This was Eva from Paris. Back to Jonne.
Our federal coach of our cyclist is discharged. He said he had a wonderful time, but the KNWU wants a federal coach who is available for the whole year. They will decide the adherence of Van Vliet later this year. While 13 places in the UEFA Champions League round of 16 are filled, including all 4 Spanish entrants, the remaining 3 remain up for grabs with holders Chelsea FC among the 6 teams in contention in the final group, games on 4 and 5 December. First place in 4 groups with seeding in the round of 16 draw will also be decided, then as will the identities of 5 of the 8 teams that will transfer to the UEFA Europe League round of 32 by finishing first.
The weather forecast, today and tomorrow. Today it was a rainy day. There were rain showers throughout whole England and there even was some snowfall in the east. Tonight is going to be a cloudy night with snowfall in the east and rain and hail showers in the west of England. It can be very slippery on the road tomorrow, so drive carefully. The temperatures will go up to 1 degree with a minimum of -2 degrees in the east. There will be some snowfall in the east of England and rain showers and snowfall in the west of England. During a brightening up, a fog bank may arise and hail can occur too, so be careful when driving on the road. It can be very slippery. Tomorrow night the temperatures can drop to -4 degrees and there may occur some snowfall. The winter has begun. It's time for hot chocolate, scarves and hats.
Welcome, nice that you're watching Healthy Life. Scientists at the Harvard University in Boston discovered that not enough sleep causes a high blood pressure. It is always said that you must have more than 7 hours of sleep. If you don't get 7 hours of sleep, you will have to face the consequences. For example, you will be sleepy, you will have a pale skin, and you will not be able to focus on your work or daily actions. If your blood pressure is too high, you will have to face the consequences, and your health will suffer from it. A high blood pressure causes a cardiovascular disease. A lack of sleep or a life full of stress will cause this even more. If you sleep more, this will be prevented and your blood pressure will decrease. Your body will handle stress easier and will prevent a high blood pressure. So, everyone, get enough sleep and try to eat healthy every week. The results of this research have been published in the book Journal of Sleep Research. Next week in Healthy Life, we are talking about a drug that reduces cancer, and we are having a talk with Andrew Harvard from the Harvard University of Oxford. Thank you for watching. I'm Ebru Genc. Until next week.